Hello, everyone. We are pleased to have you back here at Coins Alert, your go-to destination for all your cryptocurrency needs. We hope that everyone is having a wonderful weekend. I have no idea where the weekends go. I wish that every day was a weekend. It is Sunday. Where do the weekends go? We have the Rangers playoff game on at 3 o'clock, and I also want to get a little Call of Duty in today. It sounds like a lazy Sunday for me, and maybe I'll make a little chicken pie tie. What do you? Think about that. Let's be honest about that, especially down here in the beautiful southwest of Florida, where it's going to be like 85 to 87 degrees, and the sun is going to be shining. It sounds like an amazing pool day. Now, in this episode, we are going to discuss Grayscale's idea for a Bitcoin exchange-traded system, ETFs. We are also going to take a look at the Bitcoin hand issue, and we are going to discuss when we anticipate the next move. We are going to examine the pricing before the halvings all the way back to 2013, when this whole thing began, and we are going to look at what the map looks like. In addition, we are going to discuss the tendencies of automated market makers on the XRP ledger. Without further ado, let's take a seat, relax, and get started with this thing. Over the course of the last 24 hours, the value of Bitcoin has increased by 2.2%, reaching $65,380. The price of Ethereum is currently at $3,173, which represents a 3.49% increase. USDT and USDC are both coming in at their respective dollar pegs, which is exactly where you want to see them in XRP. Well, let's carefully climb it, folks, because it's a lean 53 cents. Over the course of the last 24 hours, the entire market capitalization of cryptocurrencies has increased by 2.5%. Little in the red, nothing to be concerned about, $2,435 billion, as I just take the final sip of my coffee. So where are we going to go with this? I'm going to go to the gold from here. That's the major question. Don't you worry, because in about 45 seconds after we go through Lux lines one more time, because it's my baby. And I'm proud of my baby. We'll go over it. There you go, shop.luxlanesnft.com URL, prepare your lines. The Founder Edition NFTs sold out for the month. We released 17 of them by the Boom 16 sold within the first 48 hours. The final one was just scooped up on Friday. If you're looking to get a MOP tier, a mythical tier, a primo, it was just 420, or the Wild Wild West tiers, which if you buy 5. Give you 2 NFTs for free. You're going to earn XRP back on May 1st if you never purchase an NFT again on June 1st. You'll still earn back in July and August as long as you hold them. That is what we do over here. We give you XRP back for holding our NFTs and for getting involved in the ecosystem. We are opening the largest gaming hub you have ever seen on the XRP ledger, multi-currency support, and XRP is going to be one of them. With the former Cool Cat CEO on board, he is leading us and showing us the way you want to talk about the next NFT project, which is going to be the next Bored Ape or the next Pudgy Penguin. You need to get in now, because this is the early freaking days. TDN token will be another metaverse that is coming. You need to get in now. People, you have found it right here, and I am going to tell you about the most significant project on the XRP ledger. I put this out. This is important. This is what you need to know. I really want you to listen here. We are so close to the next leg up. 6 weeks is when we typically see the next move in crypto. After the Bitcoin having made June, be prepared. We may even be seeing the push up now as we look at the markets. Can Bitcoin come back and retest those upper to mid $50,000 regions? It could. If it does, it will not last long, 24 to 72 hours. It will be down there. It will grab any additional liquidity that it needs, and then it is going right back up. And that's it from 3,092, you know, about third 8 to 30. It's about third. We're going to see about third again here right now. What am I thinking? 65, we're going to do about a 2 to 2.5x is probably what we're looking at here. I'm telling you, as the time goes on these markets again and more. Mature, you're not going to see these crazy moves, and they're going to see a 92x. You're not going to see a 6,500x. Especially if the institutional money now entering this could very well be one of the last bull runs we ever see. Institutional money is coming. These markets are going to act more mature. According to Grayscale, many Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, would have a cost of 0.15%, which is the lowest among spot Bitcoin ETFs. 10% of Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust assets will be contributed to the Bitcoin Micro Trust, according to the company's announcement. What do we see? Well, we pretty much just see a pissing match between the two companies that are going to have the lowest Bitcoin ETF fees out there. That is what we are saying, and that is all it is. The companies that are going to have the lowest fees are going to try to get the most money coming to their ETF. Grayscale Bitcoin Mini Trust is interesting, isn't it? Here you go. Here's the article from CoinDesk. If you want to understand that a lot of people like this, you need to recognize that Aaron is out there putting this out there. All of the XRP ledger, which is an automated market maker, is not generating any volume. Take a look at Uniswap. Okay, how old is Uniswap at this point? It has been around for what, 3 or 4 years? Take a look at the volume. When Uniswap was first introduced, it did not suddenly skyrocket to 1.5 trillion, but rather it gradually began to climb. You need to have patience with the people who are telling you or are putting out this negative mindset, and there's a bunch of them out there. They're not going to call them out because I could sit here and I call them out. It's better just to ignore these people, but you know exactly who I'm talking about. There are people in the community who only want to put negative thoughts into your head, into your mind. Ignore the FUD. Here you go. You can see that when it was started, the volume was 41,789, all the way up to 671,000. Look at that. That's all-time volume. That's big. Uniswap was first released, and it took some time for the XRP ledger to mature. The automated market maker is also going to take some time to mature. It is slowly climbing just like it should. It is slowly going up, and the more people find out about the automated market maker, the more people who start using the automated market maker. Wait for Ripple stablecoin to come out that will be on here with a parent. How much money you think is going to be injected into that stablecoin parent. This will mature, and it will keep going. And look at this, is very interesting. This is Brad Garlinghouse on the left, and while he was doing his little interview with doing his little rounds, he said that he mentioned the need for stablecoins 6 months before Ripple launched their own USD. Jim Knox says that he is unable to disclose much information at this time, but he is quite excited about it. It is going to astound everyone, the stablecoin. At the right side, when Brad was discussing an exchange-traded fund ETF for XRP, what do we see here? Do we notice the same pattern? Do we notice the same facial expressions here? The image on the right shows Brad discussing the introduction of further exchange-traded funds, ETFs, to the United States. We are aware that an XRP ETF is on the way. It's all a matter of timing. I don't want to see an XRP ETF right now. No, there's no shot I want to see an XRP ETF introduced when XRP is above its all-time high. Then I want to see the institutional money coming in. Look what happened to Bitcoin when ETFs came out, right? The price went up, it corrected. People sold obviously because of the news, and now look where we are present day. Imagine that happens to XRP, get above all-time high. Say we're seeing a $3 BlackRock comes out, or we get an ETF. Approval for XRP, you know there's not just going to be one institution getting in, there's going to be multiple. At first, think about that, where the price is going to go $7, $10, $15, $70, $20. Think about how high the price can go, but we know it's coming, people. Brad is aware that it is going to happen. He is very certain that it will happen. He has the same facial expressions. I mean, if I were him, I wouldn't choose to play poker. He doesn't have a poker face too well. He makes the same face. When he makes the same face, we know the announcement's coming. We know something is brewing. We know something's cooking. We know it just doesn't make sense why there wouldn't be an XRP ETF. Why do I say that? It's very simple. XRP is gaining traction in the United States of America. A lot is still going on behind the scenes with Ethereum that we are not aware of. But when we look at the regulations in the United States and when we look at clarity, XRP has that clarity. Bitcoin, XRP are the only two assets that have clarity within the United States. You can't launch an exchange-traded fund ETF on Ethereum. We don't know what the hell it is. Is this security or is it not security? Is the Ethereum Foundation going to be sued or not going to be sued or not going to be sued? There are a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes with Ethereum. The question is, when are we going to get in? Exchange-traded fund ETF for XRP. You know what? The first quarter of the following year would be perfect freaking timing. You want to talk about the price of XRP skyrocketing. You want to talk about this thing going to the moon. Get that institutional money over to the XRP price and watch where it goes. I'm going to leave it like that. Listen, wash your damn hands. Be nice to each other and be kind to each other. Ripple Van Winkle has been released.